Did you know that something right next to your bed could be quietly harming your health every night? Most people are unaware of this, especially as we age. We tend to rely more on medications, visit more doctors, and search for answers to our health issues without realizing that the problem might be just inches away from our heads while we sleep. From sleep disturbances and headaches to memory issues and irregular heartbeats, what if I told you that it might not just be aging but rather low-level radiation from the very devices we trust in our bedrooms? In this video, we will uncover 5 common bedroom items that emit radiation linked to sleep disruption, hormonal imbalances, and other health concerns, particularly for older adults. These are not complex machines. They are everyday items we often place close to us without a second thought. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive to environmental stressors. What your body could tolerate at May 30th no longer be the case at 60. This isn't about instilling fear. It's about raising awareness. Once you know, you can make small changes to protect your health, sleep, and long-term well-being. Let's take a closer look at the bedroom items that might be quietly impacting your life without you realizing it. Number 1. The cell phone by your bed. Many of us sleep with our phones nearby, whether on the nightstand, under the pillow, or even in our hands. The truth is that even when not in use, your phone continues to send and receive signals, emitting low levels of electromagnetic radiation that your body absorbs. You might think, "I've been doing this for years." But that's exactly why it matters. This isn't just about one night. It's about decades of exposure, especially during your most vulnerable hours of sleep. Studies have shown that even low levels of radiation from phones can disrupt melatonin production, the hormone your brain uses to help you fall and stay asleep. Poor sleep in older adults is linked to memory loss, heart strain, and weakened immunity. Moreover, radiation exposure doesn't just stay on the skin. It penetrates over time. Some researchers have raised concerns about proximity to the brain, especially when phones are left just inches from your head for 7 to 8 hours a night. While long-term effects are still being studied, experts agree that minimizing direct contact is the best choice. Let me share the story of Walter, 74, from Michigan. He used to wake up groggy with a pulsing headache most mornings, blaming it on aging. After his granddaughter suggested moving the phone across the room, the headache stopped within a week. He began sleeping more deeply. No new medications, just one change. So, if you need your phone as a backup, keep it on airplane mode and place it at least 6 feet away. If you don't need it at all, power it off before bed. You don't need to fear your phone, but you should respect how close it gets when your body is trying to rest and heal. Number 2. The Wi-Fi router in the bedroom. It may seem harmless, a little box with blinking lights quietly humming in the corner of your room. However, your Wi-Fi router, especially when it's just a few feet from where you sleep, can be one of the most persistent sources of electromagnetic radiation in your home. The signal it emits is constant. Unlike your phone, it doesn't take breaks. All night long, it's pulsing and transmitting data, even when you're not actively using it. The issue isn't just the presence of radiation. It's the timing. When you're asleep, your body shifts into repair mode. Cells regenerate, your brain flushes out waste, and your heart rate slows down to recover. But when your nervous system is being stimulated by non-stop electromagnetic waves, it's like trying to heal in a room with the lights still on. Research has linked prolonged nighttime EMF exposure to disrupted deep sleep cycles, higher cortisol levels, and increased oxidative stress, which can accelerate aging and weaken your immune defenses. There's also a psychological aspect. Having technology near the bed simply encourages late-night scrolling, email checks, or one more episode. This delay in sleep has its own consequences. One study found that people sleeping in rooms with active Wi-Fi signals close to the bed reported more frequent waking, restlessness, and daytime fatigue. Let me share Marilyn's story, 68, from North Carolina. She used to fall asleep to online videos with her router right next to her lamp. Over the years, her blood pressure crept up, and her memory wasn't what it used to be. Her doctor couldn't find anything serious, but when she moved her router out of the bedroom and committed to powering it off at night, she began sleeping more soundly. Her energy returned, and she felt sharper. Here's a simple tip. Use a timer plug to automatically shut your router off at midnight and turn it back on in the morning, or place it as far from the bedroom as possible. You don't need to go off the grid. Just give your body a break when it matters most. Number 3. The electric blanket you never unplug. There's something comforting about sliding into a warm bed, especially during colder months. For many older adults, electric blankets feel like a luxury, easing joint pain or helping them fall asleep faster. However, what most people don't realize is that if you use an electric blanket every night and keep it plugged in while you sleep, you could be exposing your body to a steady stream of low-frequency electromagnetic radiation right against your skin for hours. This radiation doesn't feel hot. It doesn't buzz or hum, but it penetrates and can interfere with your body's natural nighttime rhythms. During deep sleep, your body relies on a drop in temperature to signal that it's time to rest and repair. When the electric blanket keeps your body artificially warm and your tissues constantly absorbing electromagnetic fields, it disrupts the very process that keeps your heart, brain, and immune system strong. There's also a concern for men regarding proximity to reproductive organs. The blood vessels and nerves in that area are delicate and responsive. Long-term heat and EMF exposure, even at low levels, can gradually affect circulation, tissue elasticity, and in some cases, lead to numbness or reduced sensitivity. This isn't about scaring anyone. It's about understanding that our bodies are more sensitive than we realize, especially as we age. Let's talk about Walter, 74, from Minnesota. He used his electric blanket every night for nearly a decade, thinking it helped him sleep better. However, he struggled with leg tingling, restless nights, and frequent nighttime urination. When advised to stop using the blanket overnight and instead warm the bed before getting in, then unplug it, he was skeptical. But within weeks, his sleep improved, and the tingling in his legs faded. A better approach is to use the blanket to pre-warm the bed for 20 to 30 minutes before sleep, then unplug it before lying down, or switch to a hot water bottle or microwavable heat pad. These options don't emit radiation and still provide cozy comfort without the invisible cost. Number 4. The wireless alarm clock next to your head. It may look harmless, a small digital clock with glowing red numbers on your nightstand. However, many modern wireless alarm clocks emit low-level electromagnetic radiation, especially if they have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi syncing functions. The problem isn't just that they keep time, it's where they're placed, right next to your head for 6 to 8 hours every night. That's a long time for your brain to be exposed to an invisible cloud of EMFs. For older adults, the blood-brain barrier becomes more vulnerable, making the brain more susceptible to subtle long-term changes. Sleep quality may worsen without you realizing why, leading to more waking during the night, lighter sleep cycles, and groggier mornings. Over time, some even report tension headaches or brain fog that clears up only after removing or distancing the device. There's also the issue of circadian rhythm. Many of these devices emit light, sometimes red, sometimes blue. While red light has minimal disruption, blue and white lights have been shown to suppress melatonin, the sleep hormone, so that harmless glow could be nudging your body out of its natural nighttime rhythm, especially if you glance at the clock during the night. I remember Mary, 67, who always woke up tired, no matter how long she slept. She had a Bluetooth alarm clock by her bed, charging her phone and syncing with her smart home system. When she replaced it with a simple battery-operated analog clock, she was shocked by the difference. Within days, she reported more restful sleep and fewer headaches in the morning. Here's a simple rule. Keep your clock at least 3 feet away from your bed. Choose a non-digital clock if possible, or one that doesn't use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. If it emits light, cover it or face it away from you. Little changes like this won't cost you anything, but they can quietly protect the quality of your sleep and your brain. Number 5. The metal spring mattress beneath you. Out of all the items in your bedroom, there's one you lie on every night that few suspect might affect their health. The metal spring mattress. While it may seem unrelated to radiation or toxins, recent concerns have emerged about how traditional inner spring mattresses can interact with electromagnetic fields in your environment. Here's how it works. Most metal spring mattresses contain a network of interconnected coils. These coils, being conductive, can act like antennas, picking up and amplifying ambient electromagnetic radiation from nearby Wi-Fi routers, cordless phones, or even power lines outside your house. The issue isn't necessarily the presence of EMFs in the air. It's how your mattress may concentrate them directly beneath your body for hours. For older adults, this matters. Our bodies repair themselves during sleep. Cellular regeneration, hormone balancing, immune support. All of this happens most deeply during restful, uninterrupted sleep. Some studies suggest that long-term exposure to low-level EMFs may disrupt sleep architecture, increase oxidative stress, and interfere with the body's natural nighttime restoration. You might not feel it at first, but over time you may notice more fatigue, increased muscle tension, or subtle fog that doesn't seem to go away. George, 74, told me he'd been having trouble falling asleep for years. After trying everything from sleep supplements to white noise machines, someone mentioned the possibility of EMF interference. On a hunch, he switched to a mattress made with latex and natural foam. No springs, no metal. Within 2 weeks, he reported the best sleep he'd had in years. Now, let's be clear. Not everyone will feel this impact, but if you've tried everything else and still struggle with fatigue or unrestful sleep, it may be worth considering what's under you. A non-metal mattress isn't just for comfort. It might be quietly supporting your health in more ways than one. If replacing the whole mattress isn't feasible, even adding a thick natural fiber topper can help reduce direct exposure from the coils below. Sometimes it's not the flashy new gadget or the obvious habit affecting your energy. It's the thing you've been sleeping on for decades, thinking it's neutral, while it may be quietly making your nights less restful and your days harder than they need to be. Final thoughts. There's something unsettling about the idea that the very room meant to protect and restore us, our bedroom, could be filled with items quietly working against our health. Yet, as we reach our 60s, 70s, and beyond, we can no longer afford to ignore what drains us. Every little bit matters. The small hum of a plugged-in clock, the flicker of a device on standby, the glow from a screen left on. These may not seem significant in the moment, but they add up, especially for those of us who want to protect what we have left. Our clarity, our strength, our years. The good news is that awareness leads to action, and action leads to better days. You don't have to throw everything out or panic. Start small. Unplug what doesn't need to stay on. Rethink what's near your head while you sleep. And maybe even open the window occasionally to let your bedroom breathe with you. These choices aren't just about avoiding radiation or chasing the latest fear. They're about reclaiming a sense of control in a world that often makes seniors feel invisible or powerless. You still get to decide what you allow into your space, and you still have the right to protect your peace. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating valuable content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.